Hello and welcome to our latest unboxing video. I'm Eliza.
I'm Amber.
And we have a little bit of a weird situation today because we have a box that's kind of got some kids books and some adult books, but we didn't want to sort them in advance. So it's just going to be a mix. Get ready for some whiplash as we go from like picture books to like death thrillers, but it'll be fun.
Okay. So let's start with When Sadness is at Your Door. Oh,
That looks really sweet. Oh my goodness.
when sadness arrives, don't be afraid of it. That's nice. That's kind of, if you've seen the movie Inside Out, that's kind of what they teach you, is it's okay to be sad. Oh, this is going to be a really good book for little kids.
I think this really helps kids a lot so that they're not being told to like not feel emotions. They're being taught to regulate them.
Yeah.
Potato Pants by Laurie, Keller. And I'm going to guess this is about a potato who wants some pants. I don't know why. I don't know what his motivations are. But
Okay. The Plotters by Unsoo Kim. I haven't heard of this book or this author. There's something about an assassination.
It's like an alternative version of South Korea where there's all of these assassination gangs and they sort of like go up against each other. It sounds a little strange, but it's got really good reviews.
Well, it's the author's first novel translated into English, so hopefully it's good.
Right, so like if they went to the trouble to translate it into this like big publicity,
must be pretty good.
Publicity campaign. Yeah. Okay, The Dead Ex by Jane Corry.
Thriller? Is it a thriller?
I'm guessing it's Delicious Disasters and Deceits. One man's disappearance throws 4 women's lives into chaos. Who will survive? I guess I should laugh at that.
The New Iberia Blues by James Lee Burke. A Dave Robichaux novel?
That's, I think, like more on the mystery side.
Yeah.
I've never read any of hers, but they are really popular here.
It's like a murder mystery.
Maybe this won't be such a mix after all. Maybe it's all going to be just adult and there was just two picture books on top. Just kidding. To confuse us. This is called The Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss. And it's really short. It's like maybe more like a novella.
Nice
and it's about a girl whose father takes her and her mother to an Iron Age reenactment where they have to live like they were in the Iron Age for a couple weeks. And it sounds like things get kind of dark.
It's got a really creepy cover.
It's got
Far away, it looks like a skull, but if you get close,
cover.
It's just a bunch of plants, right? The Truths We Hold, An American Journey by Kamala Harris. Do we know her? Oh, she's a senator.
She's running for president now, so she's been in the news a
Oh,
lot.
she just announced. Mm-hmm. Oh, this book was a good idea then. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a biography, nonfiction. So I'm sure this is going to be popular then. She's running for president now.
Yeah, good timing. Inheritance, a memoir of genealogy, paternity, and love by Dani Shapiro, who's sort of a very, how do you describe her? She writes like memoirs, and I think she's very like like she helps people.
Like a self-help.
I don't think they're exactly self-help, but I think she's like an inspiring type of person.
Inspirational speaker or something. Yeah. Watching You by Lisa Jewell. I'm guessing this is.
I read her other books and I like them. She's British and she writes sort of crime novels.
She wrote Then She Was Gone, which sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Like AJ Finn has written a little blurb saying this is a good book.
That wasn't my favorite. I really liked, I think there was one called The Girls in the Garden and I loved that one so much.
Yeah, Girls in the Garden.
Yeah. Teeny Changes, Remarkable Results, Atomic Habits. Oh, because they're unbreakable if they're atomic. You don't look very impressed. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones.
Evidence-based, it says.
I feel like we should have gotten this on like January 2nd.
Yeah. Thomas Perry, The Burglar. I just want to say it's another thriller. Stephen King calls it high
I
voltage.
swear I've seen it before.
It's a thriller about an unlikely burglar, a woman in her 20s who finds she must solve a string of murders or else become the next.
Oh yeah, no, I read about that. She like gets caught while burglaring and gets herself all into trouble. But I mean, yeah. The Library Book by Susan Orlean. My mother was reading this. Hi, Mom, and she was really raving about it. Oh, it's about
It's nonfiction.
It's nonfiction, and it's about the fires at the Los Angeles Public Library.
Ian Rankin's In a House of Lies. Is he a little bit more literary?
I think so. Like thrillers, but
Everyone
yeah.
has, yeah.
Detectives,
private investigators, people hiding things. House of Lies.
Greenprint. This has like a weird
Ooh,
dust jacket thing going on. But it's plant-based diet, best body, better world. Introduction by Jay-Z and Beyonce. Woo, they are not messing around.
Did you hear that Beyonce offered, I don't know how many people, free lifetime tickets to her concerts if they become vegan?
Oh wow.
It's like she picks from, I don't know, however many people try doing this, but they're pretty big in the vegan world, I guess.
That's cool. And they do say that that is one of the best things to do to help the environment. So this is definitely a book I want to look through.
Yeah,
Just
we'll see.
Just to see.
Jonathan Kellerman, The Wedding Guest. He puts out a lot. This is an Alex Delaware novel. Yeah, psychological thriller.
Act Natural, A Cultural History of Misadventures in Parenting, and I totally want to read this one. I read the review and it sounds really fun. And it just sort of goes through the history of different parenting trends and sort of talk about like what's like it's supposed to be funny, but also sort of like some of the whys behind them.
Well, because a lot of things that used to be like ingrained in culture are now like, oh my god, I can't believe they ever did that.
It's so differed.
So now it's like,
it's
how
really
many
crazy.
things are
And
we
we also
doing?
like, I know we're both parents. Like I feel like there's always a lot of pressure. Like you're doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong, and you're doing this wrong. It's like,
Well, I mean, maybe it'll be right in like 20 years.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maid. Hard work, low pay, and a mother's will to survive. This sounds bad. Oh, it's a biography about Stephanie Land. I guess, and this is just
I think she
about her life as a maid, she lived on food stamps.
she got pregnant. Yeah. Oh, Sheila Connolly, The Lost Traveler. And this is a detective series that's, I guess, been gaining in popularity. So I don't think we have any of the earlier ones, but it sounds like it's one of those ones you can just pick up this one.
Yeah.
And it's about a woman from Boston who went to Ireland and ended up living there running a pub, but I am guessing she ends up also solving murders. That sounds like a good match for someone who likes MC Beaton.
I read a cozy mystery about coffee. I don't remember who writes it, but it's really good.
I feel like when you're in a certain mood, the cozy mystery is like the right
She solves
cup of
murders
tea.
and she makes espresso. It's good. Team of Vipers, My 500 Extraordinary Days in the Trump White House by Cliff Sims, former special assistant to the president. This I haven't heard of. I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people wanting to read it. The title says everything, so.
The Silent Patient, and I actually just got my Goodreads monthly newsletter, and this was like one of the featured books, and it's about a woman who apparently shoots her husband 5 times in the face, and then afterwards like never says another word, and this criminal psychotherapist who sort of becomes obsessed with her. I'm guessing there are lots of twists.
See, books that have twists in them, I often just want to like flip to the end and see what the twist was.
I'm like such a sucker for the twist. I'm like, oh, I want to know. Like, I want to see if I can predict it before it comes.
No, I just will go to Wikipedia and I didn't have to read the whole book. The Dreamers by Karen Thompson Walker. Isn't there another book called The Dreamers? Am I imagining that?
No.
A night in an isolated college town. A student stumbles into her dorm room and falls asleep and doesn't wake up.
Oh yeah, this is sort of like it's not really science fiction, but sort of speculative, because it's like there's this weird disease where people just start falling asleep and not waking up.
The dreamers,
The
that's
dreamers,
what they're called.
yeah.
They have heightened dreams, but of what? No one knows. It's supposed to be breathtaking and beautiful, and
It's interesting. It's one of those books where the cover doesn't tell you like
doesn't
a
tell you
whole
anything.
lot, but I thought it sounded really good when I read the reviews. I don't know. The Golden Tresses of the Dead. This is the latest Flavie de Luce novel. They always have really long, complicated titles, and they're really fun. They're really fun mysteries. I kind of fell behind. I need to catch up, but I was.
You've recommended these to me before.
Yeah. They're fun. I used to listen to them on audio, and they just are really.
Is it with the little girl?
Yeah, it's a little girl who solves mysteries. They're kind of a little darker than you would expect for like a little girl solving mysteries, but they're really clever and fun.
Last one is Late in the Day by Tessa Hadley.
Another one with a title that doesn't
Doesn't
a cover
really
that
tell you.
Yeah.
Someone dies, and it just discusses what happens with the three friends of the person who died afterward.
It's if you look closely, it's probably kind of hard to see, but this is like a sort of.
It's like a painting.
A painting, an old-fashioned painting behind the.
So you can kind of make it out. So,
I'm intrigued.
I guess that's what it's supposed to do, intrigue you.
Relationships.
Yeah.
I would like books about relationships. Okay, we're done. It was mostly grown-up stuff, but we will be back with our next video soon.
Bye.